Hello everybody, my name is Byrnage, and this is my review for Police Quest on PC. I played the EGA version that was available on the Steam store. This is the version where you type in commands rather than point and click. Yet another Sierra Online game. They were just cranking games out at insane speeds. Before this one I had played King's Quest 1 through 3, Space Quest 1 and 2, and the first Leisure Suit Larry game. So I'll be comparing Police Quest to those games. Gameplay is the same as all the others. Type in commands like get in car, close door, start car, drive off cliff, and you use these commands to interact with your environment and progress the game. This one, however, feels the most unique out of all the other Sierra games I've played this far. Most of the other games you pick up a bunch of items and you have to figure out how to use those items to progress. In this one, most of the items are just given to you. Probably because you're a cop and they don't want you going around and stealing everyone's stuff. Instead of using a bunch of items in clever situations, it's mostly about testing your knowledge of the police job procedures. The manual also includes the entire policeman handbook, which I only made it through the first page before I fell asleep, and then I noticed that it was over 100 pages and was just like, nope, not even if I was paid. So I kind of just had to guess and use what I already knew about being a policeman to make it through, which is nothing. Another thing about this game that's different from most of the rest of the Sierra games, and something that I like a lot, is that you stay in the same map the whole game. So there is no leaving an area forever and not knowing if you missed something important. You still, of course, need to save often and make many different saves, as you never know when you're going to get game over out of nowhere for doing something incorrectly. There were multiple cases that I had saved after doing something wrong, and I found out later that I was just screwed. I had to start all the way over once, but it's really not that bad. As usual, the game is very short once you know what to do, so having to start over really isn't a big deal. I really like the story progression of this game, like a lot. Like it's my favorite so far. It feels like it's the only story so far that actually evolves. In the others, you start with a goal and you win when you accomplish that goal. But in this game, every time you accomplish your goal, you learn more about the situation and you establish new goals. It felt a lot more natural and immersed me so much more than the other games. It felt a little more sensitive than other games though. I got game over a lot without dying, and also I had a harder time finding the right words to type to get what I wanted to happen. It's kind of frustrating when you know what to do, but you just can't figure out what you need to type to get the game to do it. I bet this game would be really fun for a cop or someone with a cop in the family that already knows a lot about how things work and the rules within the force. There are so many small procedures that you have to do regularly, like inspecting your car, that you wouldn't really think of unless you knew the rules. One part I didn't really enjoy was driving around the map. I had to have crashed and died at least 100 times. I also couldn't get my siren to work to save my life. I eventually looked it up and it's apparently F10, but I couldn't find anything about that in the manual. Maybe there's a word command, but I tried a lot of different things before I gave up and just looked it up. So F10, pressing that makes sense. All in all, I really like Police Quest. It's definitely one of my favorite Quest games, and I recommend it to any Sierra Online fans. Give the video a like if you liked it. If you're a cop and you played this game, let me know how much you liked it in the comments. I'm really curious. Give me a good old subscribe for upholding the law, even if it was only in a video game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.